Hello, in this video I'll show you how to create a topo surface in our project that actually has a basement, and we will have a sloping topography coming into our building. We're going to go and start with our massing and site, and this is what we've created from our last project, from our last video. We're going to go into site under our project browser under floor plans. We're going to see the whole building, so you'll see every single floor stacked up on top of each other. Our site plan is directly from the top. If you had a roof on this, which we currently don't, you would see that roof also. So we're going to click the topo surface, and you'll be able to place points. These points come with elevations, so you want to set up your elevations based on where or how high, or if you decide to have a slope coming into your site, into your building, or whatever else you would please to do with your groundscaping. So what we're going to do, since our entry level ends at 10 feet, what we're going to create is a slope to the front of the building. We're going to have the front on this side. So let's say that we're going to do our elevation starting at 10. With the cursor, what you're going to do is, click a few points. What this will start doing is creating the surface. And the way this topo surface works is that once you change these points, let's say we're going to make 5 now, and we're going to put this halfway through the home. So now we're going to be putting points 5 feet above ground. You'll see that we just created a slope. We're going to continue with this, and we're going to hit 0 because we want this to even out at some point. So we will do this and continue the 0 throughout the building. And then we're going to hit finish surface. And now we could see this in 3D. As you can see, holding shift and the scroller on our mouse, we could move around, and we see that we've created a slope. The only problem right now is that this surface is inside our building, and we definitely don't want that. So what we're going to do now is create a building pad, which is also under massing and site. We're going to do this with our basement, and you want to make sure that the level is basement, because if you select entry level, this building pad, once you started the building pad on the entry level, it would build above the basement, and that will basically exclude the basement from being included in the building pad, and the dirt or the groundscape would come up into the basement, and you don't want that. So there's two ways we could go about this. We could just trace this the way we would normally build a wall, or we could use the tool that actually picks the lines for us, and as you can see, it selected the whole line, so we no longer have to draw it. And if you want to make your work even easier, what we could do is hit tab, and this will find all the walls or all the lines that are connecting it, except it's not letting us select all the exterior ones. So we're just going to go one by one and connect them. And with Revit 2012, it connects these lines. Sometimes in older ones it doesn't run them all the way through, so you will have to go in there with the modify tool and move these points together. As you can see, I could click it and take it off. So this pink line is basically going to be our building pad, and that's for our boundary. So once we click yes, or the check mark, the building pad has been created. So we're going to go into our 3D view and rotate, and you can see that there's no more earth inside our building. Now if you want to see this and see exactly what this looks like, let's go onto our visual settings, which are down here at the bottom right next to our scale and quality of the line drawing, and let's just click shaded. We don't have to go realistic because it's gonna not look as great as a finished project. So as you can see, this is now earth, and it's pretty much dirt without any category for material. So we're gonna click this, and in our properties you'll click by category, which is non-selected, so it's just our regular plain topo surface. So we're gonna go type in either grass, and you'll see, and you could type in site or grass, and both of these will come up. if you type in site, there's a few other materials that you would generally use creating your project. So we're going to click grass, hit OK, and this has now turned into grass. If you click realistic down at the bottom left in our graphics settings or options, this will look a little bit more like grass. Alright, so we're done with the topo surface. We're going to go on to our next video, so I hope to see you there.